Alright guys, Original Gamers here, bringing you my deck profile of the Cyber Dragon deck. I did pick up the structure decks like I was talking about. I like the deck enough that I figured, I'd get the cards. Um, this is going to be the same rank 5 variant that I showed before. Of course, I don't have the Panzer Dragons in the extra deck, so I'm still running this Instant Fusions. But I've noticed a slight, just because you don't have the light machine that Panzer Dragon is, but I'm still running it. Still good card. This deck has changed a bit. Like, I got a little bit more educated with the deck by looking stuff up and different tech choices people have been using, and I changed my build, and I feel like this is the better build. And I want you guys to help me with this deck as much as you can, because like I said before, I'm completely new to the Cyber Dragons, and I'd like any help would be appreciated, honestly. Okay, I'm going to start off with the namesake of the deck. The Cyber Dragon deck needs 3 Cyber Dragons. 3 Cyber Dragon cores. This is your searcher. It searches spells and traps, and the spell will search out any light machine in your deck. So it's basically, kind of like a Stratos, but you got to get the other card to search your machines. Also, you can get Cyber Network off of it. Like I said, spells and traps. And when this card's in your graveyard, you can banish it to special summon. As long as you don't have anything on your field, I think your opponent does, you can banish this card from your graveyard, get your Cyber Dragon from your deck, get your your meter on the field, and set up rank 5s. The only thing I don't really like about this card is the fact that it's level 2, because you can't really do anything with that. And I couldn't find a space for a rank 2, even though I really want to, because I have seen this gun doubled up in my field, or I use this card D where I could just summon it and overlay into something, but no room in the extra deck. 3 Cyber Dragon Dries. This helps alleviate the pain that core is only a level 2, because as soon as you summon this, you can make all Cyber Dragons on your side of the field level 5 for your rank 5 plays. The biggest setback is you can only make the turn that you use his effect that way. You can only use those the ones that are affected by his effect for machine rank 5 or whatever. So you're stuck with Zen Mayo and Cyber Nova. But you can normal summon, use his effect, and protect him with back row, or he may live, and you can just overlay for any generic rank 5 at that point. And of course, if he's banished using Cyber Network, or just banished in general, bottomless or whatever, you can target a face-up Cyber Dragon on your side of the field, and for that turn, it can't be destroyed by battle or card effects. So it gives your monsters a nice immunity, especially during that damage step, or battle phase sometimes. So you can protect one of your important monsters with from Mirror Force and such. I run 2 Chronomy Golden Jets. Card is actually it's a really good tech. For rank 5 anyway. I can definitely see this in like about any variant, just because you can be a level 4 or 5. It's a machine, so it's a light machine, so it's searchable off Repair Plant. It can also be a 5 for Pleiades, or level 4 Gear Gigan X, or anything. It can be a 4 or 5. It's just really good. It has really great synergy with the deck. Okay, going on. I heard a couple people told me this card was really good. I'm still kind of testing. I haven't really got that much with it, but what's great about this card is instead of destroying stuff, it sends stuff to the graveyard. So that means annoying cards like Zen Mains, Maystroke, Draco Sack, Master Blades, whatever, it just gets rid of it all. The biggest thing that I don't like about it is that you have to banish your light machines from your side of the field and your graveyard. That's kind of a pain, but to drop this card, it's like it's a searchable dark hole, so you can't go completely wrong with it. It sounds good in theory. I haven't really tested it much, but I think I'll like it. I run 1 Honest because all my monsters are light, and my extra deck, at least the really good ones, are predominantly light, so this card is extremely good. And I also will boost up your Twin Dragon to even more higher attack. And I didn't really like limiter removal, so I run triple card D to draw. You want to get to those cores fast to get your engine going. You want to get to your power bonds for that, so you have that potential OTK. And the plus one's really good, especially if you run a good enough back row to alleviate the possibility of getting OTK'd or something. I run 3 cyber repair plants. I know sometimes opening this is not always best because you actually need a cyber dragon in your graveyard to even activate it. But the card is so good. You get 3 cyber dragons in, and you can in your graveyard. You can activate both these effects at once. And the first one is add a light machine type monster from your deck to your hand, and the other one says you can target 1 light machine type monster in your graveyard and add that target to your hand. And whenever you get to the points where you can activate both of these, this card becomes insanely good. It's already good just being your kind of your Rhoda or your Rhoda for any light machine. So you can even search out Chronomaly, Golden Jet, or your Solar Windjammers, or whatever else you're running in the deck. It doesn't just work on Cyber Dragon cards, which is why it's really good. This is a proxy, but because I only have one of these. I thought I had another one, but I don't. Machine Duplication. This card in combo with Core is amazing. I didn't even know about the synergy. I didn't even think about this card whenever I was playing this deck. Like I said, I got a little bit more educated with the deck. This card I feel is a definite must, because you can summon Core, Machine Dupe. It's 400 text, so this works. And because its name is Cyber Dragon on the field, you can special summon 2 Cyber Dragons from your deck, and that's an instant rank 5 right there. Or you can even summon your cores if you run rank 2s, or I don't know why you would summon the cores, honestly. I usually just use it for rank 5 plays with Cyber Dragon. It is really good. I don't run any more than 2 because after you use it once, Cyber Dragons are gone. So you can only basically use it once. Yeah. Going on to the next card. I got double instant fusion. Like I said, I really like this card. It's a rank 5 enabler. You may pay 1,000 life points, but usually it's definitely worth it. Helps you with that first turn Pleiades or whatever rank 5 you may need. Alrighty, and going on, we got your power bond. I only run 2 because, like I said, this deck does not focus on the fusion cards, but the ability to OTK is there, and I've won a lot of games just power bonding and making my Cyber Twin and attacking directly, or even over top of monsters, because 5600 is pretty big. Okay, got Foolish Burial. Helps liven up Cyber Repair Plant quicker. Puts Core in your graveyard so you can banish it for a Cyber Dragon. It's got overall really good synergy with the deck, actually. For 2 Forbidden Lance, because back row is a thing and you want to protect those power bonded fusions, your fusion summon, and also any other summon. And like I said, it works good in combos and Mayo to clear back row. You can use it offensive, defensive to reduce their attack by 800. Just a fantastic card. I run triple MST because, like I said, back row is a thing, and this just helps alleviate that problem. Dark Hole. A lot of people have been debating on whether or not this card's worth it this format. I might side it because I already run Eltanin, Double Mirror Force, and a Torrential, and I can see how their arguments is relevant, because generally if you're going to use this on a swarm field, you can't, because they'll swarm and kill you. Curry, Heretics, or whatever, they'll just swarm and kill you. You won't have the turn for you won't have the time for it to come back to your turn and then say Dark Hole, because you'll have already lost. So that's why the usability in this card's going downhill. But like I said, I already run like 5, so I might even take this out for something else. I want to hear you guys' thoughts on that, because I still like Dark Hole, but their points are pretty good. Cyber Network, I only run 1. 3, I see tons of people running 3. I think that is too cloggy. Even if I was running a deck based around this, I'd probably only run 2. I may side a second one for any deck that banishes anything, just so I have that ability to bring my monsters back from the banish zone. Card is good that way, and if it does go off, and if you can make it go off in your opponent's turn, even better, because then you can attack next turn. But this card going off usually can win games, but I've had setbacks on this card because it can be easily stopped. They get 3 turns to get away to get around this card. Solemn Warning, Bottomless, Torrential, double Mirror Forces, and double Fiendish Chain. I'm not running Compulse because it's one of those cards that it's not extremely good this format. So if you wanted to drop it, that's one of those cards you can drop. I'd rather have a third Fiendish Chains or Mirror Forces this format, and I'd like to find room for a third Fiendish Chain because monster effects are so prevalent in this meta. Cyber Twin Dragon? Yeah, my extra deck. Cyber Twin Dragon. This is your OTK right here. This is what I go for. And I don't like to summon this off Cyber Nova if it dies because I want it in there for Power Bomb plays. So that's why I am also running Cyber End Dragon. I took Overdrive Dragon out because it's a lot harder to summon than this card unless you're building a deck around it with like Overload Fusion or whatever, which I'm gonna want to do eventually. But I'm going to side my Fortress Dragon for, against machine decks instead of, because I don't have the extra deck space for it. So whenever my Cyber Nova Dragon dies, I special summon this with it because it's a 4,000 beat stick, and you can't go wrong with that, I guess. I'd rather have a 4,000 than a 28, and like I said, I like to keep this in my extra deck for Power Bomb plays because it's extremely easy because you only need 2 Cyber Dragons, where this needs 3. Going on with the extra deck. I run a Cyber Source. It's a machine for your Cyber Nova play. Also, rank 5 plays. But it's an Earth, so you can't make plays with it. I'm running this because Ohamonite, because it's the only light one that I have that actually has an effect that does anything. Although it goes away after you get it off the field. But oh well. And it's 5 for and it's a light. That's the main reason I'm running this. It's a light for Pleiades. You got your Cyber Nova Dragon. I run double Pleiades. Oh, another thing on the Cyber Nova Dragon, I don't run any more than the 1 because, like I said, I'm not focusing. It's not like a pure build, and it's not focusing on the fusions. If I was focusing on the fusions, I'd probably run 2 of these, but I think 3 is too much. Volcasaurus, because the burn damage wins games, and on top of that you can overlay with Gaia and really just steal games with that play all the time. Tiras, because spot removal and its immunity to destruction. Arsenal Zenmayo, because it's your second target machine you can go into with Dre. It's 2600 beater, which is really good, and it just kills back row and even set monsters if you need to. It's really, really, really good, especially during like a Geargi matchup. They'll set their armor, and they'll have like a ton of back row. You summon this, lands, kill one of their back row, maybe kill a back row and their armor at the same time. Really good. Concealer M7 because I'm running 2 Pleiades, and why not? Because this card is really, really good. Recycles things and bounces things. 2700 beater. Gaia, because all these are 5s and 6s, so you can overlay this on top of any of the cards in your extra deck basically for piercing, and like I said, it combos really good with Volcasaurus. Gear Gigan X, because it searches any card in your deck other than Honest. Very, 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 very good. It gives you opening play. If you open like 2 Dries or something, or Chronomaly Jet and Dry, you may want to get this on the field so you can get your core faster, or you can even search out your what do you call it, card Ds with it to dig more. It's really, really, really good card. You can search anything in your deck other than Cyber Dragon because it's a level 5. And because I don't own 101 and Exciton Knight, I'm running these 2, Constellar Omega for back row and Mace Stroke to help kill Ophion if I need to. Ophion's not a huge problem with this deck because some of you can normal summon and become level 5s after the fact, but I like outs to Ophion, just in case you ever do run into it. But that's it for the deck, guys. let me know what you think about the changes, and what do you think would be good cards to add or take out. Like I said, I just started with the deck, and keep in mind this is a rank 5 variant, so don't tell me to add like a whole bunch of fusions into the extra deck. I will do that later. I definitely want to make a no TK version where we use the fusion cards, where we definitely use the fusion cards a lot more. But yeah, like I said, let me know what you think. Thank you guys for watching. Original Gamer is out, guys. My brother wants to be on YouTube, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw his face on there for whatever reason.